You know when you have to come
guys,
and
on and on for the talking and all. No, we can't start the video, guys.
We have to know how to get the discount.
Remember the sun is going down. This is not July, this is end of August, guys. In August, the sun goes down very early.
As a matter of fact, it's the last weekend for certain activities. We're heading to winter, but we're in fall, guys. So.
And that's why we're trying to get in some outdoor. What you feeling? What a rushy flight and nearly run late.
Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. Look here, when you don't watch it close, it's the same day. Yes guys, I'm giving you 2 content in one day. However, let's get into the video. As you see the intro or you read what it's about, that is what it's about today. We're going to get in some places that we would can you assist me please?
Some places where you want to live when you're coming out first world country. Because it's not the same. It's a different type of mindset you have to have. Yeah, you need a different mindset. So, you have to be a little bit strategic and you have to think about what you're doing. You don't want to be doing the wrong thing over and over. When you change your life, you need to get cracking quickly. Or you don't want to start off the wrong way. You want to start off the right way, guys. So, this video is for to show you and give you some insight into our views and where to settle when you come in a first world country, because you want your life smoother, you want things to be easier than the average person, because that's how you will make strides in life. Because if you fight the fight too much, guys, you spend all your time on fight. You need to settle in quickly and then you can progress from level 1, level 2, level 3 and so on. You don't know when you're at the top of the ladder, but we're making strides and we're trying to put these things that we're preaching into practice.
Persons who are looking on, you not make the move yet, or you're still here but you still not make certain move yet, or you make the move and may I look up to you, still I encourage and really and truly I want to see everybody win, right?
Yeah,
so
man.
that is what this is about, guys.
And another thing that wifey mentioned a while ago, big up your girl Rashi straight, because she there come with some nice ideas, guys, and I'm loving it. Fresh and vibrant. Same day we are shoot the same video, but guess what, the place hot, so we burn up. As you can see, we're out here, move around and I try to find good areas. So we're going to try to bring this one to you really quickly because the sun is going down, so we're going to cover some good stuff in a good timings, hopefully, right?
Yes, guys.
Your girl ever chat out the thing, myself too still, but you don't know, we're going to shoot the one here and hopefully you guys can enjoy. Hopefully it's a fun vlog and you can learn something from it. Straight up, stay tuned. Alright guys, so as we mentioned, this video is about where you can live when you come into a first world country, whether you're in the US, in Europe, it's the same thing, right? My motto is that I love urban spaces. I love to see a lot of people. I love having fun without doing anything. Just leave out of your house and you see things happening.
And guys, I'm a girl, I love my little bush them. I love the little bush and I like the little fresh air. So me and Jermaine will have to find the perfect mix, right?
Sure.
So I want urban plus I want little country, right?
I love country to stay.
Plus, I like the little shopping place and they're nearby.
Spending, ching.
Even when I'm not spending, who know me from long time know say this girl is a window shopper. Look here, you have to eye out the stuff them and then know when it go on discount. I have some crazy video coming up for you. You know when you have to come
guys,
and eye out.
On and on for the talking and all. No, we can't start the video, guys.
We have to know how to get the discount.
Remember the sun is going down. This is not July, this is end of August, guys. In August, the sun goes down very early.
As a matter of fact, it's the last weekend for certain activities. We're heading to winter, but we're in fall, guys. So.
And that's why we're trying to get in some outdoor videos. I know we have been missing in action, right? But you don't know we're there. We're trying to capture something before the snow starts. This is Canada, guys, but we're giving you some insight wherever you are. Listen and stay tuned. This is the second time. Stay tuned. Alright, so now, you know, like we're in New York, we're going to start off with New York. And New York nice, you can go Manhattan, you can go Queens, you can go Brooklyn, you know, you have some grimy
in New York, these places.
Well, on that, I say we start off New York, different cities them in a New York. You have New York, and then you have them places. Yeah. You have the Brooklyn, you know, you have the grimy side of Brooklyn, you have the grimy side of Queens, you know, you have nice side, like really upscale side of Queens, but that expensive. Me drive around there, so that's expensive. But when you come in a new country, before me say that, you know, you have your Long Island, you know, you have your Freeport, you have your different areas somewhere.
Long Island in Freeport.
Freeport in Long Island.
That's where you go?
Yeah, Freeport in. Come on, you never go Freeport. This. Guys, make a run the video. Freeport in Long Island. Zine, you make me all a doubt myself, but Freeport.
I doubt you because my uncle live in a Long Island and his address is Freeport, New York.
Yeah, but Freeport in a Long Island, man. Can't be Long Island in a
Freeport.
Freeport.
Put it in the description.
No, man, I want to make a draw for Google, man. Freeport in Long Island. So, what really I say, guys, now, playing all the past this video, I get a hard time with this video, but what I say now, guys, is that when you're new to a country and you're new to a space, it depends what your priorities are. It depends on what your priorities are. If you're willing to take the bus, right, and you don't have a problem taking the bus and the train and so on, I would say stay in New York if you're getting that good job there, right? As opposed to going to Freeport and you might not be able to get the job there, or you go up on the far side of Queens, etc. You want there at a central location where you can shoot different direction based on where you're getting the job opportunities, because sometimes in a new space you have to get recertified, you might have to do a course and so on before them trust that you are competent or you have the ability to work in that space. So that saying that, you might have to shift jobs and change jobs and so on to meet your expenses. So you want there in an area centralized so you can shoot anywhere. So I would recommend to persons that if you don't really care about certain things, you can then in central New York, where a lot of opportunities are, whether inside New York or upon the outskirts. But if you're a person who want to jump into the car and the extra nice lifestyle and you don't mind traveling, I would recommend going on the outskirts, because that way you can get better living conditions, don't it?
You get more for less. Yeah.
You get more for less.
I would say better quality of life based on what I love.
Yeah, your living space is very important, guys. So you want to get that living space so when you come off a hard day's work, you can relax and you feel good about work, don't it?
Yeah.
And the only way you can do that unless you live on the suburbs, on the outskirts, and then you travel in maximum half an hour. If a bus, maximum an hour and a half.
Hour 15 minutes.
Yeah,
good.
You don't want to go over an hour and a half if you're traveling.
2 hours.
2 hours bad, but it's not so bad. But if you ever pass them 2 hour region in a bus, you know, your life start get uncomfortable. So it's the same thing here in Canada. If you flip it back, Toronto, very busy. And you can travel on the bus for either an hour and a half. And you're within that small area of Toronto. You take 3 different buses.
Believe it.
The amount of TTC buses you have running in and around Toronto, it's ridiculous. So you can live in Toronto, but you still have hard time traveling.
It takes you 2 hours to travel within Toronto.
2 hours it take you, don't it?
Within the same place.
If you're there on the furthest ends,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
If you're there east and you're going to west and vice versa with south and north.
That's like the only place you're traveling with time, but you're not moving.
Yeah, it's really rough. But what if the job opportunity is there? A lot of persons there have the notion that the job opportunities are within that area, so they want to live there, but not necessarily so, guys. You can live on the outskirts, and we're going to share with you some cities that if you're coming here in Canada and if you're going in the general New York area, right, we don't know as much about there because we don't spend extended time there, but you can apply the same concept if you're in America that we are going to discuss right now.
Okay.
Which city you want to look at first?
Of course, my baby, Richmond Hill.
Alright, guys, so that's a big one, and this one coming by special request.
Yes.
So one of our subscribers, a part of the family here, she wanted us to do a video quite some time now, but we didn't get the opportunity to get back to it, right? About
living in Richmond Hill
and pros and cons, right? She just wanted a sense of direction or just some assistance.
Given that we have lived here.
I think she's outside of, I don't remember if she's in
London.
London.
She's in London, yeah.
She's in London and she's thinking of moving in the GTA area, but she wants a heads up right? Which we're more than happy to do that. Give an heads up. And you know, what are the pros and cons about Richmond Hill? So you don't know, guys, when guys see Richmond Hill on the map, them think it's a far place. But actually, well, it is
Far
geographically from the centralized area we talk about Toronto.
How far is it from Toronto?
So it will touch upon now, guys. So that's what we're gonna say now, guys. Looking at the map, geographically it is far, right? As in distance. But the time to get in and out of Toronto or those areas that person visits a lot, it's not that much. So when you're looking for an area to live, go on your Google and look at the time. Google Maps and look at the time. Don't look at the location, look at the time that it takes you to get it to where you want to get at, because Richmond Hill is far up north on the map from all of the activities, but it takes you 20 minutes to bring you in Toronto. And some areas it takes you even 18, 17 minutes.
And let me tell you too, guys, when you live in somewhere, you want to know that you have all the areas to shop. You have, like for Canadians, you want Shoppers Drug Mart, you want LCBO, you want No Frills, you want Walmart, especially the Super Center, you want Costco. We sure that you have Fortinos.
Everything is
everything in Richmond Hill. Every
Sports
restaurant
bar,
you can think
every
of.
restaurant you can think about.
So you
Italian,
really have
Chinese,
no reason to go to
outside.
Toronto
True.
or anywhere else for that matter if you don't wish to.
It's so bad, guys, that Rashida and I were living in Richmond Hill for like a while, and we don't even know Toronto that much because we have no need to go there. Everything is in Richmond Hill.
Everything is here. This is, I think it's for me, is one of the best cities here to live,
True.
especially if you have children. If you're
Not really, because it's dominated by two particular groups. Vaughan is the best here to live if you have children. I would say.
All right. So, guys, if you're strong-headed, or I would say, if you don't mind to be pressured by a particular,
not pressure,
or if you're not intimidated by dominant races, which the dominant group here, that I would say the setback here or the drawback for maybe Jamaicans would be that you're not going to see much Jamaicans.
True.
And when you do see Jamaicans, most time they are tamed. They don't want to say hi. And I think that's generally in Canada, but it's more so here because you're the minority. The major group here is the Chinese and the Persian.
People from Iran, if you don't know.
And the Asians, and they are not necessarily friendly to persons that they don't know. So they have to work with you.
True.
Or in some social group with you.
True.
to be friendly with you.
True.
So you will be alienated. So that's why I'm saying.
Or you'll feel alienated.
Yeah, at
you
first.
Are alienated.
Yes, at first. But if you get to know them, you'll be welcome. But you have to.
It's hard though.
You have to have that hard back when you just come here.
Tough skin in Richmond Hill because
and
that's
guys,
what happened. All right, make your point.
And to guys, that's why I said that it's a good place to come with family, because then if you're here with your family and you're alienated, you have them to talk to.
You have your family to talk
But then the flip side is that if you have kids going to school, remember that kids go in the era that they live. You have to go to school, and the dominant group would be, so then they would be experiencing the same thing socially.
Yeah. But the kids are more vibrant, you know, because when I speak with Orson J, he says that it's not that bad, even though you see the kids quiet and they might cross the road when they see you from a different ethnic group. They do some little funny things sometimes, and we're going to touch on that. It can be seen as a bit racism, or they're scared of what they don't know. You might see some funny play. Jaden is saying when he goes to school, it doesn't really happen. Everyone integrates, and he doesn't feel that way. He don't feel as if he is alienated or socially excluded. So I think it happens mostly amongst
adults.
Us as adults, right? You made a point, and I want to touch on that point. It slipped me. Good. Rashida made a point, and it's about like when you see a Jamaican on the street here in Richmond Hill, you might say them tame or them quiet and so on. It's true, but I think the reason for that is that because the place is so quiet, and not quiet, but everyone kind of stick to their group, it rubs off on you when you come here. So you're not going to be as friendly and as socially vibrant when you're here, unless you get the opportunity to meet someone and become friends with them. But sometimes you see a Jamaican on the road, and you see at the walk, the talk, just the way how they move. And you know that's a Jamaican and they're acting like they're Chinese or they're acting like they're from a different group because they've been here for a while and the way how people socialize kind of rub off on them.
Guys,
I don't think it is intentional so them switch.
Guys, let me tell you
or
something.
them change. Disagree?
What I notice, and you know, so me have to poke people sometimes. Jamaicans here, you can say I sometimes. Sometimes on on the bus, you keep on the mouth locked so, you there behind people and try to listen to people conversation. I think me I gotta stop my linguistics. Me I make you hear my business because I don't know why you're shutting up and why you're listening. That's how you can identify a Jamaican in a bus.
True.
Them stop talking and them in tune with their conversation. They say, oh, she want to hear my business.
And them just want to make sure, so yeah, them want to hear business for true still, but sometimes it's just that them get tame and them just listen to see if it's a Jamaican. That it's just a thing that I see happen here. And people reach out less still. But back to
the point.
The point now. So Richmond Hill, guys, the big plus about it is on the outskirts. It's a suburb and it's not far from all the activities where people that want to see. If you want to go Niagara Falls, if you want to touch downtown Toronto, anywhere you want to go, Richmond Hill, you can Google it. It's one of the cities that it's, what you call it now, it's one of the cities that allows you to reach other cities quickly, no matter how far they are, because the highways run to other areas from Richmond Hill and you can get there quickly. Whether it's Mississauga, North York, Vaughan, Oakville, wherever you want to go, Richmond Hill will get you there. It's a striking location. And I have met some persons and we have had discussions on that. It's a very good place to live. As it relates to rent prices though, it's a bit expensive, to be honest.
The price for a basement apartment in Richmond Hill from ever since and worse now is the same price you'd get a upstairs for in the, I would have said, the lower areas in Toronto. Like, you know, the areas that people not necessarily looking to rent, right? The less favorable areas. I will not go and say.
So make
exactly
touch a price. Make a touch a price. Make a touch a prices. So for the prices now in Richmond Hill, basements you can
2-bedroom.
Them raise now, you know, they're like 1600 or even 2001 and so on. Very expensive, guys. Sorry.
Ooh. Alright, so if you find one that has a nice kitchen and bathroom that's basement and it look like really nice, I would say you will pay like $2,000 now, 2,200, 2,300. If it is like it's a walkout basement, what I mean by walkout is that you walk straight, it's like a ground floor. You're on the same level as the ground. You're paying from like 2,300 up to 2,600.
Yeah.
That's Richmond.
26. Oh yeah, we see one and few. No, really. Between
if you're going in the top areas.
No. 2,000 to 23. And they have some other ones where are like 24, 25. It's not the norm. It's not the norm. I would disagree strongly.
You don't have a lot of places in Richmond Hill that gives you a walkout basement. It's more the newer properties that have the walkout, like the ground level, and so the rent is more expensive. It carries you straight up to 2,600. If you don't believe me, just look on. Just do the search, realtor.ca, and you'll see walkout basement. You're gonna see them like where the road Teston and like up the top area.
I disagree that completely though.
Alright.
Those are like the cherry garden prices. You can't tell people about those prices. Those are the cherry garden prices.
But do you see it like in a regular Richmond Hill? You see walkout basement?
Yes, and them like of $2,000, 2,100. And 2,300 tops. You have some odd ones now. We have a 25, 26. Yeah, you forget one of the basements that we went and look at. That guy was, even the old guy, that was $2,000. That was Richmond Hill, and that was a walkout basement.
That was Jefferson.
Which city was that in?
Richmond Hill.
That's what I'm
Jefferson's
saying.
Richmond Hill prices go like from what, 2,000?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter where in Richmond Hill. That was a really nice area.
Okay.
So you get the I said that was a really nice area, guys. So wife is still, she like to exaggerate and create a different scene from what really happened.
Alright, so the Beverly Hills area of Richmond Hill, the prices will go like from 2,400 to 2,600 for a
even
walkout.
23 as well. Even 23
for a walkout
as well.
Basement. And normally it's all inclusive.
Yeah.
And them don't want more than 3 persons to live there.
Yes.
Most basements, they are very skeptic. So guys, if you're looking into basement apartment, people, they won't tell you that, oh, I don't want you. They'll say, oh, we love you, we'll get back to you.
And they don't get
they
back
don't
to
get back to you.
They won't get back to you.
Right.
It's just a way, as you remember we did a video about polite and so
Yeah.
on. Sometimes not really. It's a bit hypocritical, but it's less confrontational,
Yeah.
really. So what happens is that they don't want you to feel bad and so on. So they might say, oh, we'll get back to you, we love you and so on. And you feel happy and they'll not get back to you. You call them several times, you don't hear anything. And then you call again and say, oh, I'm sorry we gave it to someone else. I'm so sorry. Okay, goodbye, have a good night. That's how it is. And you'll get heartbroken until you grow that skin to realize that that's how they choose to do things here instead of just not waste your time and just tell you that you didn't get through and move on.
Alright, so the drawbacks that I personally find in Richmond Hill, compared to other cities, I think pays the cheapest. The rent is expensive, but them pay cheap. So guys, for me personally, I'm always traveling to Vaughan or somewhere else for a higher paid salary and then come back to Richmond Hill. So,
and if you're not driving a vehicle that puts a lot on your travel time.
Right, so my travel time by bus normally be from 1 hour 15 minutes or 1 hour 30 minutes or 1 hour 45 minutes.
2 hours too.
Yeah, that's when I'm going way down in Vaughan, almost near to Brampton. I'll travel almost 2 hours. But if I'm going like near Vaughan, where is the border of Richmond Hill and Vaughan, then I'll travel 1 hour 15 minutes.
Which is not bad.
Yeah.
Very good, a matter of fact.
Also, the good thing about Richmond Hill, bus run like clockwork throughout the night. So you don't need to take Uber. So it's a really good place to come in at night. If you're working odd hours, it's a safe place, I can tell you. Very safe. And it's a good place to raise kids too. It's just the drawbacks that I said to you.
And then remember that Jada explained that he doesn't really feel that drawback, right? That social exclusion. So guys, we would give a thumbs up to Richmond Hill. It's just that the price is, you know, a little bit expensive, because if you go upstairs now, a normal house you're looking at starting at $2,500 if you want a decent 2-bedroom, not basement.
You don't really have 2 bedrooms in Richmond Hill houses. For Richmond Hill, normally the houses they start at 3 bedrooms, right? And you will get them now like from 2,500. You can see 1 and 2 for 2,400.
Yeah.
But sometimes them shaky, kitchen are really hot. You know. You get a lot of space though. If you want square foot, come to Richmond Hill. You get a lot of space, yard space, park space, every type of space is here. But the buildings kind of look old on the outside.
I hate that though.
Yeah, him really not like that. That's why we end up move out of Richmond Hill, because what him really, the quality of house that he likes in Richmond Hill, we are not at that price point as yet. So we're not able to afford those type of house where him love on the outside.
See lady waving to you, Chinese
but
lady.
the condos are really nice in Richmond Hill. They are top tier.
Did we touch the prices? You said that a while ago, because we get distracted by lady wave.
Okay.
2,425, right?
For 3-bedroom houses.
Yeah, and you don't really get 2-bedroom.
No, 2 bedrooms come in condos or basements.
And they go up to like 27 as well too. Those are the prices.
And 2,900 for.
Yeah. So guys, now you get a better understanding of like levels, right? You're in the basement, you can get 2,000 a normal basement, they look good. 2,001, you go more high end, you get 2,002, 2,003, and the cherry garden areas you can get 2,005, 2,006 for basement. Now, upstairs now, you might start at a 2,003, 2,004. Hard to get somewhere look okay with 2,003, right? You get it for 2004, 2005, 2006, and then you really look good one them at 2007. But you can get good places for 2,500. That is a 3-bedroom unit upstairs. But trust me guys, the amount of people we are rushed that, we can tell you say you not get it. If you get it, God is on your side. For $2,500, if you get a 3-bedroom upstairs, you look good, God is on your side. We looked at over 60 houses. More than 60,
around 100.
When we were looking to move, right? We wanted to stay in Richmond Hill, but we wanted to go south close to Vaughan, and it just never worked out. So we end up after going to Vaughan, and we like Vaughan as well. For $2,500 in Richmond Hill, that's a taker if it looks good, right?
You run with it. And when we say look good, like how them price things, if the bathroom and the kitchen top tier and the living room,
you run with it. You remember
trust
the unit
me.
there that we looked at in?
Yeah, that's really
that was
nice.
over Crosby, or one of the roads close to Crosby.
Yeah.
That did really nice.
So for me, guys, Richmond Hill, I would compare it with like Meadowbrook in Jamaica. So
Yes.
you get the space, but the
Get
house them older.
Yes.
But you're the uptown, so you have a pay fee.
And the one them will ever, if you ever make the house look good
If the
outside.
house look good, like
Just
say
know
for
say-
example some Portmore house, so people drop them hand on it. Try know say it in your range.
No, you have to pay.
You understand?
You have to pay a lot
Yeah.
of money for it. You
It's
have to
like
pay
a
lot of
Meadowbrook.
money. Yeah, go and pay a lot of. And for the guys who have the money and big family and want to rent upstairs and downstairs or a whole house to themselves, you're looking at your 3,500
And
those
4,000.
type of money. So for settlers, if you want to just start out and you know you're willing to pay 2,500, you can get a nice place, long and short. Similarly in Vaughan, but I would say Vaughan is down by $150 or so for the same type of quality and space. So if
Right.
you pay 2,500 in Richmond Hill, you might find yourself pay 23.50, 23, even 22.52. Right?
Right.
So it's similar type of thing, but Vaughan is a little bit cheaper.
It depends. Stick a pin. Stick a pin.
Make
So
we
we're
hear this
moving
now.
now to Vaughan, right? We're done with Richmond Hill.
Yeah.
So Vaughan is another ideal place to live. You know, we talk about Vaughan Mills. Vaughan is an next place. It's full of stuff. But
Well, I love the
like,
social
like
vibe
for
and
me
business
personally,
vibe of Vaughan.
things further apart in Vaughan.
True.
Like in Richmond Hill, you have things
True.
closer. Like
True.
in a
Everything
reach.
Close.
You have
Close.
everything doing Vaughan.
10 minutes.
But the Vaughan have bigger spaces.
Yes.
So everything they further apart.
So
it's
it's
more
a bigger. So
commercialized.
it's safe to say
like.
it's a bigger city.
I think it's bigger than
No, it is bigger.
Richmond Hill more intimate, Vaughan like commercialized,
Yes,
like
yes.
bright lights. Welcome
Yeah.
to Vaughan.
You have
It's
some
like
nice
that.
place to Richmond Hill, bright lights so still, but yeah, Vaughan more.
The only place really action in Richmond Hill is Young Street.
Va-
Young Street is
True.
the new Kingston
True.
of.
Looks like New Kingston.
Yeah,
guys,
it's the
when
new
you-
Kingston of the Richmond
Pretty
Hill.
and nice
It's a
and
whole stretch
Restaurants.
of restaurants and stores.
And the bus system just
right,
looks so nice.
and the bus
road
system
look
good
good.
right through the night.
Yeah.
Right? It's
look like
alive,
some-
it's
it look-
lit.
it look like
but at the
some-
same time, where the houses are quiet. But when you want excitement, you go up to Young Street.
True. Looks
Right?
good and everything.
But in Vaughan, things are happening right round. Same concept in the residential areas, but you have more pockets of liveliness in
Yes,
Vaughan.
yes, yes,
and
yes, yes,
you have more of a mixture.
Yes,
So you'll
yes.
see more of your kind.
Yes.
You'll see the more of every kind.
Yes.
Everybody mix
You
up.
see everybody mixing.
Yeah,
And
in
it doesn't
Vaughan.
feel it don't feel that awkward in Vaughan because everybody just adapt and it's just nice. I love Vaughan guys.
Him love Vaughan from ever
I
since.
love the two of them, but me just say
So
for
prior
my
to-
mental
Right.
stability and my head to be centered and feel good.
So
Vaughan are the place for me. Richmond Hill is like for me for visit. I would come here very often, but me kind of happy that I move from Richmond Hill somewhat.
So
But me,
guys,
me like drive come here.
So guys, before I came to Canada and I was doing my research about places for us to settle in Ontario, I was thinking of 3 cities, and those were Vaughan, Richmond Hill and Markham. Based on what my first preference at the time was Richmond Hill, because I read that they are big on schools, like the schooling system is ideal, it's an ideal, like the suburb, I like how it look, everything. Vaughan, he had it as his first choice based on
Why
the
though?
social aspects. Him see
But
the
I didn't know. So hold me a bit of first
the
choice.
Volipa high-rise building, the highways, if you're big on that, Vaughan beautiful, Vaughan full of lights. They're both beautiful in their own
Even
way.
Mississauga too, you know.
Markham now, guys, it's full of Asians.
I would say the
but
same as Richmond
oh
Hill.
God,
It's
no.
just that more dominated by one
yeah,
group.
they more, alright, you have more Asian. From you say Markham, you say Asian.
Yes, yes, yes.
Only thing I can tell you about Markham, guys, from my personal experience, beautiful.
Yeah, true.
Beautiful. Me even think
Would you
it's
say it's
nicer.
better than Richmond Hill?
Me think it nicer than Richmond Hill. For me, them have a combination of nice houses,
True. Them
plus them have
city
cheaper
still-
rent.
Oh, they have cheap.
Markham rent
Alright.
is cheaper.
So,
So,
guys,
it's like
if you're thinking about
$300
living
cheaper.
somewhere nice, you can look at Markham. As
Yeah.
well. Markham is a good city to live. It's just that you're going to be dominated by one group. It's not easy there, socially. But if you don't care about people and you want somewhere look good or foreign to live, if you want that nice house to live in, guys,
for cheaper money.
If you're cheaper money, you can look into Markham. Not bad.
Markham is like $300, $400 less.
True.
For the same thing in Vaughan or Richmond Hill.
True, we experienced
Plus
that when we were
nicer.
on the hunt. We saw that and we couldn't believe it. The same house that was for $2,500, condo and so on, 23, 27, whichever the price. You might see it for all $2,000 at Markham.
Yeah.
And it bling. So something to look into, guys.
Right.
Markham is a good area. So we look at Richmond Hill, Markham, Vaughan. School system are the same everywhere in Canada, guys, to be honest. It's just that some areas more dominated by a group than the other. So if you look at Markham, 99% Chinese, I would say, right? Richmond Hill, 40% Chinese, 40% Persian, and then the 20 of the other groups like Russian, maybe Jamaicans and some other people, but to Jamaicans or Africans, Jamaicans to a lesser extent. So we look at Markham, we look at Richmond Hill, we look at Vaughan. Vaughan is just one big pool of everybody. Chinese, African, Jamaicans, every hands in Vaughan. But there are areas in Vaughan that predominantly known for Italians, especially the Woodbridge area.
Yes.
Italians, you know. So Vaughan is known for that. And then we have Mississauga, where there's a lot of mix up in Mississauga as well.
Everybody there Mississauga.
Everybody there Mississauga, and you're going to see a lot more black people in Mississauga.
And to be specific, Malton area in Mississauga, Jamaican dominated.
Jamaican dominated.
So if you want like to be around your people more, Malton in Mississauga.
Yeah.
Jamaican place.
Brampton a good place as well, because Brampton, if you look at them, look at the map. Brampton there to the west. So you see if they are eastern Brampton, you can touch back in Toronto easily. You can go in, but you don't want to go too far back in Brampton. You want to go northeast or east. Them areas you want in Brampton, so you can jump into Vaughan, you can jump into Toronto, etc. If you're in Vaughan anyway, then Vaughan basically good. Right?
Yeah, because you have the area to the right at the border of Brampton. That's nice. That's
Lord. Beautiful. I would love to.
There's a look like Cherry Garden, guys.
I would
the
love
border of Brampton and Vaughan, near to like countryside Brampton. Nice.
I think you have like Nashville.
Some places. Nice. You want to know Cherry Garden?
Come like,
Guys, from your city house, them you know the price.
Yeah. And then you have Oak Ridge and those type of places on the outskirts. Those are on the outskirts. Those
I love
are
Oak
to
Ridge.
The east of the GTA, southeast to some extent. Those places are nice places as well. But the areas that we really know much about, we heard about other areas, but Richmond Hill, Vaughan, and Markham and Mississauga. Mississauga more dominated by, of course, persons of our skin tone or skin type, etc. But Vaughan, Richmond Hill, Markham, I love those places, and that's York region, guys. So hope this provided some insight into what we know and kind of help you a bit. And as we said at the start of the video, even if you're not inside Canada, you can just listen to some of our pointers, and you're outside here in another country, we recommend suburbs. And those places in the suburbs should be places that can bring you to central areas quickly, in and out. Once you find that, you bingo, because if you go down Toronto right now or New York and get that bossy place or somewhere look nice, you're going to spend a whole heap of money.
Like for me personally, guys, there are some things about living in the city that I personally don't like, and I find that you don't have a higher quality of life. What I mean by that, some persons I know, like I work with, and they would live in Toronto, like you have to go to...
bite me, guys. Look like hands. Go on. Yo.
Lift up your foot.
Yo. Alright.
My Tikiana see this video, and say, no ants no there, Jamaica ants there, Canada,
bite me. Jesus.
Look here, mind the lady come for you.
God.
Anyway, only people in foreign, but guys, the quality of life, right? So like for me, I like to have my in-suite laundry, right? I know that most time the city, the space is so small. You have laundromat that you have to carry your clothes. I personally don't like that, so I prefer to travel that I can have my clothes washed in my own house. I prefer to have that type of setting. So me prefer country, me prefer suburb than city. Because I am, and
Not
also
only that-
in Toronto you have less parking or more expensive. I think the same thing apply to US or
Yeah,
any
same
other.
thing,
Even
same
downtown, you'd have to pay for park. But
Same
when you
thing.
them space you have whole heap of parking space,
Anyway, you want to
don't
go, guys,
need
you just
to.
pull up in our plaza and just park. So when
Yeah,
you
you
go
don't have to
downtown,
pay.
parking is a big issue. You go Toronto, just
Then
terrible.
tow away your
And to be
car.
honest, guys, even in Vaughan,
Trust me.
a similar thing in Vaughan.
Similar
the
thing, the closer you get to the city,
so spare problems.
and you pay for more stuff.
And
You
you
pay
pay
for
for more
laundry, you pay for everything. So guys, sometimes when you add this all up, it really not even make no sense. It add up back to the money where you pay now,
Yeah.
and you have the luxury of living somewhere nicer with park spaces. The more you go down to Toronto, them have like one central parking, like one central park where everybody
True.
come. You know have a
Designated
lot of,
parking areas.
and you know have
And you
lot
pay
of parks.
$10 and you pay this fee.
Yeah,
And
you know
pay.
have whole heap of parks,
Yeah.
like oh full of parks,
the-
Richmond Hill full of parks of Vaughan,
Markham
down at
too.
Toronto, you know,
Markham
full of them
too.
stuff.
Yeah, so you,
You
miss
know what I
out.
mean?
You miss out on certain type of lifestyle, but you're there close to job opportunities, and then you're there in the
But most
essentiality of
people
things.
with the job opportunity, them still have to travel because you still have to travel within Toronto.
No man, but you have no. What may I say is that there are pluses, right? There are positives to living in Toronto. Sometime you are work, you might have somewhere just walk, right? Or you just take the bus, and then you get to see certain things, and then the cultural, what they call it now, the social. What they call it, the
social
cohesiveness
yeah,
is there.
Yeah.
The cohesiveness
That's
is
true,
there,
still.
guys, and you don't miss out certain way. You don't feel alone. You come to Toronto, persons who come here, I talk to several persons who come here in Canada, and them not really feel the high level depression. Or some persons get depressed, you know. When they
Yeah,
come here,
true,
them get
still.
depressed because there's nobody to talk to. And this leads me to another point. Me used to wonder why women left from foreign and come to Jamaica for man and so on. It's hard to socialize and meet somebody unless you go to a club, and God knows who you're going to meet at the club. So at the same thing, so when you live in those areas, it's kind of easier for you to meet people and move
That's true
around and
still.
socialize and integrate. When you're at these places in Markham, Vaughan and Richmond Hill, God help you. It's hard to find a partner or a social group. If you at work, you have to go find people to talk to.
I think the same thing apply to the outskirts of Ontario.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
harder
not
to
easy,
meet
guys.
for
So I
people.
can understand why persons want to live indoors or live at those locations.
I choose still, maybe if I'm single, I go straight in a Toronto.
Yeah, you
downtown.
couldn't manage your loneliness to that kill
That's
you.
why I say you have to come with your family to live. If you're
Yeah.
alone, I would advise you to come out.
Yeah,
to these
but if you have your
parts.
child or you have your husband, you can come in and talk to somebody and so on. It helps. Trust me, when you're alone in these places, you find yourself wandering, going all about, and it's hard to socialize. I'm telling you. So if you're coming here, whether you're in Toronto area or you're going in New York and so, and you know you're by yourself, it don't make sense you go and come up in a little place by yourself. You go in a central area where you can just be and come out and see people, you can talk to people and so on. If you are what you call it now, an introvert, and you don't mind your own company for extended period, then you can come to Richmond Hill and so on. Right?
Yeah.
But if you know say it's an extrovert and you want to go talk to people and things, don't come. If you're a single person, go downtown where you can see the lights, enjoy yourself. There are a lot of activities going on there. And you live up some life. You don't know and you don't force things and make things happen smooth. It's so easy. At the start of the video we say we're going to make this quick. Now it come down. It's 40 minutes.
So wait,
guys.
so in closing, you not make mention of Scarborough?
Oh, Scarborough, I don't know. Guys, you're going to need to say nothing about Scarborough. Scarborough are general. Scarborough are where you go for the mixture, the social inclusion, everything there at Scarborough. It's just that you might have some areas where, you know, it come like a New York in a way. You're there. You understand? It might harder to have that. You might, alright, so like we're there Markham, you're there Vaughan, you see some nice parks and so on, you have that at Scarborough too. But it's just the quality of life, and guys, don't beat me up on this, it might feel a little bit less when you're in Scarborough.
Some parts.
Some parts. Make a comment and cuss me down in the comment section below.
I would say the parts that are nearer to Toronto.
Yeah, those parts are, you know, a little bit shaky. But if you come to Scarborough, guys, you can't miss, I would say. No? But for me personally, it's not an era I say me a sought after. For me, I not sought after the era. But if I see something good and I want to go there, but I not sought after it personally.
But some people it's ideal.
So for some people it's ideal because everything there is to same way. But me not like the quality of the supermarket them or them look. From I pull up in the parking lot, me not like it. Me not feel like me there foreign and me I spend my money. Guys, I'm spending my money, I want to feel good when I spend my money. Who want to see a hype, them can say what them want to say because them do things when me think hype too. Me, I don't want to spend so much money for a lower standard. The roads and so on look good. You know where I'm coming from? So if you want that feeling, and this now, you know, this is not make believe, I'm not selling a dream, I'm not being dishonest, I'm just giving you honestly my opinion, and I'm sure Rashida is doing the same. I wouldn't want to spend $23 or $2,200 for upstairs when we can go put $200 or more upon it and live somewhere I feel good about.
And cut back on
something else. Because some persons are not willing to pay the rent, but they waste the money some other way.
True.
So it's just to each their own. But you know, everybody know about Scarborough. You can't lose if you go there. It's just that now you have standards and you have levels. Because you have nice place in Scarborough too. When nice and place in
where you that compare Scarborough to in Jamaica?
Scarborough
like
in Jamaica?
Near Kingston.
I would say Portmore. Parts of Portmore where
like Waterford?
No. Not
like
so bad.
Where? Passageford?
Type of thing. Yeah.
Portsmouth?
Bridgeport have a nice place. Portsmore type of thing. And then Markham would be like Markham would be like the nicer places them in a port.
I would say Markham would be like Hope Pastures.
Hope Pastures type of thing. Yes, like a Hope Pastures type of thing. So guys, we can't give everything, we can just touch on some areas. Hope you enjoy. Wifey love New Rochelle. For all of the guys that moved there.
Big up New Rochelle!
You know, from she touch New Rochelle, she get excited. Freeport a nice place too. We know them places. You know, we spend time at Queens as well. Big up all the people in Queens same way. And which part else? Bronx. We go Bronx to same way.
You just say Bronx so that come like a Scarborough? Somewhat?
Like a Scarborough. Bronx are like Scarborough. You understand? You go see.
Big up Bronx people too.
Big up Bronx people and Scarborough people. But all who want to go let them uptown and want to spend more money than going up on New Rochelle or go up on the nicer end of Queens. You know, you don't know if you have a vehicle and you want to drive from Freeport come in. It just depends on what you want, guys. It's all where your sanity is. You know? So just big up on yourself, guys. You don't know the one is a relaxing one and getting a bit tired because the sun kind of beat you early on. Anything?
No, just stay tuned for the other vlogs. We're bringing it, you know.
Yeah, man.
So guys, remember to like, share and subscribe. Leave your comment in the comment section. Tell me what else you want to see, because you know me gonna bring it and just do the right thing.
Yeah, man. We're outside. Big discussion, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We're out.